posted as of yet. So we can talk about the cross-country team last week. Their boys were led by Dylan Standish, Riker Bells, and Malcolm Childs. Girls had good performances, including first-place finish by Leah Jones, Leah Tenhooper, and Aubrey Carr were the other top Spartan runners. And sorry, we just don't have the results posted up yet on the cross-country website to tell you how they did today. Bob, we had football. Oh, you're going to let me talk about football?
Yes, I am.
Oh, boy.
But before we talk about football, I want to remind everybody we are not ignoring swimming this season. Unfortunately, due to COVID protocol, they are only allowed to swim against themselves and try on a competitive basis every Thursday like they would normally. They would have a meet on Thursdays, but instead they are doing just personal best times, but just times to them against themselves and seeing how they progress through the season. But now we want Perry to talk to us about that football match last Saturday.
I was hoping I'd get to skip this one. It was a heartbreaking still he kept for the Stanwood Spartan football team. They trailed 10-0 at the half. They would make a comeback in the second half. Spartans scored on a 3-yard sweep by Ryder Bumgarner, and they would score again on a long drive culminating with a Wyatt Custer 10-yard pass to J.T. McLaughlin. I put the score 17-14. Spartans had the chance to make the comeback. They had the ball in Eagle territory, less than 2 minutes to go. Over a turnover derailed the comeback. Spartans would go on to lose 17-14, and that one hurt because they actually, I thought, they outplayed the Arlington Eagles, but you still, only counts as what's on the scoreboard, and the Eagles did that.
I think the defense played incredible. They had 3 lapses, and those 3 lapses hurt them, unfortunately. But it was, once again, just like the soccer match last night, one of the most competitive ones we've had in quite some time. Just didn't go our way again. Also of note, Wesco has voted to allow some fans back into the sporting events because of the fact that statewide we went to phase 3 here. Wesco reevaluated their system, and they have allowed more people to come into the stands. But as of this moment, Stanwood has not got an actual plan together because they still have to do some tweaking of that protocol. But if you want to see more about this story, please see Evan Caldwell's story in the Stanwood Camino News.
All
When
right.
we come back, we will talk about the 2 teams that are playing tonight. This is Stanwood Girls Volleyball on TCSNSports.com.
We're listening to Stanwood Spartan Sports on TCSNSports.com.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn. But that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
When you want to find out about all the events and happenings that affect you where you live, the source to go to, the Stanwood Camino News. Check out the weekly edition every Tuesday. For the latest breaking news, sports, and weather, go to Stanwood Camino News website, scnews.com, online 24/7. So for the news that affects you where you live, go to scnews.com and the weekly Stanwood Camino News.
And welcome back to Stanwood Gymnasium as we get set to watch the Stanwood Girls Volleyball team take on Monroe in a Wesco matchup. Perry, what do we know about this Monroe Bearcat team?
Well, the Monroe squad is having a tough year, going 1-4 this year after coming off a 7-8 season last year. They're full of seniors, but only one returning senior is on the team this year. So, and 2 other seniors, one other senior's returning, and they have 2 other seniors that are new. The rest are juniors and sophomores. So it's a learning team, a young team. Monroe has played 3 common opponents with Stanwood. That's Snohomish, Arlington, and Marysville Getchell, going 1-2 in those games. Similar record that Stanwood has against them. And so it should be a good game, a good opponent for the Spartans.
Well, what do you know about this year's edition of the Spartan volleyball team?
Well, they're young as well. Only 1 senior off on the team. They're a 2-3 team so far this year, winning 2 at home and suffering 3 losses on the road. They're led by hitters Barrett Anderson, Olivia Ruckert, Mallory Duffy, Emma Floyd, and middle blocking by Lily Jones and Kaylin Conley. Setting a Grace Henkin and Misha Kessler in the libero position is held down nicely by Baylor Hessel. And the defensive specialist, Carly Nigel, really serving well. Also, these ladies are bringing back the bulk of experience from last year, and they're only going to continue to improve as the coach tries to sprinkle in the rest of her troops to get everyone some playing time in this abbreviated season. And I think this is this COVID abbreviated season is really made for the young teams. You can rotate through and really aim for getting everybody varsity experience for next year.
Well, here comes your favorite part, Barry. I know this is the part you always like. What are going to be the keys for a Spartan win tonight?
Now that's not written on the script. You're throwing me out there. All right, no, I was thinking about this. I think for Spartans, and I think in any volleyball game, it's the unforced errors. They have to serve well, and if they do that, I think they will come out with a win tonight. Seems when they have problems serving, and it just doesn't seem to be a good recipe for the Spartans to get a victory. We
definitely saw that against Getchell. When they were spot on their serves, they were rolling through Getchell, but when they couldn't seem to get any continuity going, you're right, they could not stop the Chargers. Well, we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll come back to the starting lineups. We have Mr. Carlson back. He's one of our favorite announcers along with Mr. Short, so we'll get a chance to hear the announcements.
I'm probably okay to have one more drink before I drive home. I'm probably okay. I open the window to stay alert. Probably okay. I just popped some gum in my mouth.
Step out of the car, please.
I probably made a mistake.
Probably okay isn't okay when it comes to drinking and driving. If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. A message brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
And welcome back here to Stanwood High School. We'd like to tell you that if you have an event that's happening in the community, let us know about it. Give us the who, what, where, and when. Email it to tcsn@frontier.com. And we'll be glad to talk about it during our game broadcast. We've got this season wrapping up, but we've got a whole nother month, baseball, softball, and boys soccer next month. And then we're going to have girls and boys basketball to round out the season. So we've got a lot of broadcasts that are coming up, and we've got a lot of folks not only listening, but watching on the Stanwood High School YouTube channel. Now let's go to Mr. Carlson as he announces the starting lineups.
Schools of the Wesco Conference remind you to always exhibit your best sportsmanship. Victories for today, but sportsmanship is for a lifetime. Be loud, be proud, be positive. Now let's meet tonight's starters. First for the visiting Monroe Bearcats. Number 4, River Mailer. Number 1, Addison Atwood. Number 5, Krista Norton. Number 6, Jessie Mailer. Number 8, Captain Sydney Gendron. Number 12, Campbell Barrow. And starting to land the barrel, number 2, Claire Brennan. Now the starting lineup for your Stanwood Spartans. Starting off at 6-foot junior, number 2, Lily Jones. Starting for the Spartans, a sophomore, number 3, Barrett Anderson. A 5'11" junior, number 4, Mallory Duffy. A 5'11" junior, number 8, Olivia Ruckert. A 5'5" junior, number 9, Carly Nigelman. A 5'9" junior, Captain Grace Henkin, number 16. And starting tonight for the Spartans, your libero, number 12, Baylor Hessel. Spartans are coached by Megan Evanson. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, please rise for our national anthem, performed by the Stanwood High School Jazz Ensemble.
And that sounds good as usual, even better than last night. Last night we lose a little bit of that when it goes out in the stadium. But
you'd think their voices get a little tired. I mean, they've been doing a great job every time they show up. All right, we are about ready to go.
Still waiting to see who gets to serve first tonight.
And just to remind you again, if you're listening to us and you'd like to watch the game, go to YouTube. Go in the address bar, type in Stanwood High School, and you will see the event and click on it. Or go to the Stanwood High School website, and in the upper right-hand corner, there's an events button. Click on that, and it will put you right where you need to be. We're glad to be teamed up with the CTE department, Career Technical Education, headed by Mr. Ross Short, who's filming what you said, C-team football?
He's doing C-team football tonight because they need to have a few administrators over there. It looks like it's going to be the Bearcats serving first tonight, and serving for the Bearcats to start them off will be Sydney Gendron, and she is, I believe, the captain too, I believe I heard. Well, that says Addison Atwood, but that's not her number. Ball over by Nijman. Nijman gets that ball over on a second pass, I think, and take the side-out point for the Spartans. Serving for the Spartans, as always, first will be Miss Grace Hinken. Jump serve, deep, covered by the set. Dink, and good for the side-out. That set was by Sydney Gendron, and I did not see who the hitter was on that. The side-out.
No, I missed it as well. I'm sorry.
River Martyr is going to be serving now. Center, floater. Ball up by Hessel. Hankin with a set. We're back by Duffy. Through the wall. And good for the side out. A battle of side out so far.
Just how you draw that up is good set by Henkin and Duffy.
Barrett's got some pace on hers. It's covered. Ball up. Hit by, hit and kill by River Mailer.
That just textbook hit it where they ain't, and Spartans left a corner uncovered.
So just a battle of side outs as we go here. Now Krista Norton serving for the Bearcats. Jump serve from the center. Dig by Anderson. Up by Hankins. We're going to give Miss Norton a kill on that. I mean, an ace on that, excuse me.
Monroe JV team won in straight sets earlier this evening.
3-2 is the score early on here. Another jump serve up by Hessel. Henkin with a set. Quick hit by Lily Jones. Covered though. Ball up. Hit and miss hit by the Bearcats. Side out to your Spartans. Serving for the Spartans will be Miss Lily Jones. She had an incredible serving rotation last week, had 16 straight serves. Ball up, service by Norton. Big hit, covered. Ball up by Hankin. Rear back by Nijman. Ball, bad pass, but tip back over. Hankin with a set. Big hit and kill. Oh, covered by, ball up. Ball up by Hankin. Quick hit by, is that Ruckert? They don't like that pass. They did not see who made the pass, but they did not like the pass by the Bearcats. The ball goes back to, or stays with the Spartans.
That's Cindy Gendron that really saved that one for the Bearcats. Great dig there. It
was a really big dig because that was a pretty good hit by Ms. Ruckert. Jones with her second serve. Ball up. Big hit. Covered by Barrett. Didn't like Haken's serve on that, or set on that. Side out to the Spartans. I mean, to the Bearcats, excuse me. Addison Atwood serving for the Bearcats. Ooh, ace for Miss Addison.
That one there just dropped out of it. Looked like it was going to carry by an extra couple of feet.
That's that 12-6 curveball right there. Deep one this time, up by Nijman, or Floyd, excuse me. Ball up by Norton. Big swing, Walls there, ball covered. Quickly back over by Hankin. Oh, saved by Brennan. They're going to say the ball's wide left on the Bearcat hit. Side out to your Spartans. Going to get some rotations done here. In comes Misha Kessler. And in comes Kaylin Conley. She'll be in too. Service by Kessler. Ball up. Quick shot over. Up by Kessler. Rear back and dink by Duffy. Ball quickly over. Set by Kessler. Over by Floyd. Covered. Set. Dink.
Into the net.
Side out to the Spartans. Oh, no.
Yes.
No. Kessler served last time. I'm sorry. So Kessler will serve for a second time. 6-5. Close one in there. Covered by Brennan. Ball up by Norton. Dink. Ball up by Hessel. Kessler with a set. Rear back by Floyd. We're going to give her the kill on that one. Nice job. Can't see who couldn't quite gather that in for the Bearcats, but we'll get their numbers down yet. Kessler serving the third time. Little spinner on that one, covered by Brennan. Ball up by Norton. Dink over. Anderson with a try, could not get it up in time. That was a deep set by number 4. That would be River Mailer. Nice deep in that left-hand corner over there, and Barrett couldn't get to it. On the side out, gives it a 7-6 Spartan lead. Jesse Mailer serving for the Bearcats, covered by Hessel. Up by Kessler. Quick hit by Ruckert. Nice job on that side out kill by Ruckert.
She reared back and put everything into that one.
Got an interesting front line. They got Anderson, Ruckert, and Conley. See if they can make some hay with that. Emma serving from that far right, left-hand side. Covered. Set up by Norton. Hit and wide left by, that's Emily Regalato, excuse me. Floyd with her second serve. Deep serve, it's covered. Ball up by Norton. Big hit and good for the kill by River Mailer.
She got all that, got a hand on the wall. Spartans tried to block it. Couldn't get set up in time.
Nice set, a lot of height on that. Able to get her right through that wall, no problem. Claire Brennan serving now for the Bearcats. Jump serve from right center. Ball up by Floyd. Big hit by Anderson, covered. Norton up. Gonna have to be a back row hit. It's over. Dug by Hessel. Set by Kessler. Over by Anderson. Ooh, saved by Brennan. That would have been out. Ball up by Hessel. Hessler with the set. Quick hit by, we're going to say someone ran into the net, I believe, for the Bearcats.
Yeah, they saw that dink happening and they ran to the net and couldn't put on the brakes in time.
10-7 Spartans here in this first set. Baylor Hessel serving for the first time in this first set. Deep serve, covered. Oh, we're going to give her the ace on that. It's a hometown ace, but we're going to give her the ace anyway.
Works for me. I like it.
I'm sure Baylor does too. Another deep serve. Oh, it was a tough one. They got it though. Norton up. Back row overhit by Brennan. Up by Hessel. Kisa. Big hit through the wall by Bear, but is covered. Ball up. And they managed to save it. Up by Hessel. Kessler. Hit down the line by Anderson. And it is put back over. We're going to give Anderson the kill on that one, actually. Monroe's going to take a timeout. We will also. This is Stanwood Girls Volleyball on TCSNSports.com.
Hi, everyone. Al Roker here. As a guy with his own catchphrase, I appreciate that Smokey's only said,
"Only you can prevent wildfires."
But I'm filling in because there's a lot more to report. Like when there are parched or windy conditions out there, you gotta be extra careful with things like burning yard waste. After all, wildfires can start anywhere, even in your neck of the woods. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the Lingo.
GOAT, G-O-A-T, acronym, stands for Greatest of All Time. As in, spaghetti sandwiches for dinner? They're my fave. Dad, you're the GOAT.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
And welcome back to Stanwood Gymnasium in this first set. The Spartans lead 12-7, coming off a Monroe Bearcat timeout.
Spartans stretching out this lead to 5 points, and the coach, I think, wisely calling a timeout.
It's that serving you were talking about. Another ace by Miss Hessel.
You know, she's not very big. What is it, about 5'3", maybe?
Oh, come on now. Let's see what they say. I think they're going to tell you bigger than that. 5'5".
Oh, okay. But, I mean, she really hits it hard.
Gets the let serve for the ace.
That's 3 aces in a row for Miss Hessel.
When you're on the opposing team, you hate those let serves. Just hate them. When you're on the receiving end of that, you love it. Floats one in there, covered. Norton up. Rear back and dink. Wall's there. Willie Jones with another hit on the wall. Dink. Oh, the dink works and that was River Mailer with that dink just at about the 10-foot line. Perfectly placed. Nobody could get to it. Sydney Grendon is serving. Ball up by Hessel. Ball up by Kessler. Rear back by Anderson. Through the wall. It is covered. And gets over the wall barely. And back over really quickly by Floyd. Or Nigerman, excuse me. Ball up. Set. Rear back by Anderson. The wall is there for the Bearcats, but it goes down through their arms in the net. Point to the Spartans.
Yeah, well, they just couldn't handle Anderson fastball.
In comes Hankin, and in comes Mallory Duffy. Oh, and an ace for Miss Hankin. Miscommunication on that back row by the Bearcats. They both thought the other person had it. Got to take that seam, though. Got to take that seam. Unforced error by Miss Hankin. Side out to the Bearcats. Look at that new scoreboard. I don't know if you guys get to see that. They have even have the mascots up there on the board, too. Looks good.
Yeah, it is a fabulous scoreboard.
Jump serve by River Mailer. Up. Hankin with a serve. Set. Lily Jones with a hit and kill. Little cross court. right there at the 10-foot line. Almost came straight down. Nice job. Baron Addison, we saw her have some incredible serves last week against the Getchell Chargers. And that one's just long. Oh, no trajectory, just off that line. Maybe a half ball.
Nobody wanted to get in front of that one.
No, too many bruises there. And Krista Norton. Ball up, saved by Anderson. Ball over by Hessel. Ball up, Grendon with the set. Big hit by Mailer, no good. Up by Hessel, over by Duffy. Sneaky little one they had a hard time with. Grendon, rear back, and long by, let's see who the hair is getting in the way of that number there.
Number 1.
Addison Atwood, too long for her. Going to be a side out. This side out to your Spartans makes the score 18-10 in this first set. Lily Jones serving for the second time in this rotation. Ball up. Grendon. Big hit by Mailer and good for the side out kill. No, that's Sydney. No, it was. Deep serve by Atwood. Ball up by Anderson. Set. Rear back by Floyd. Oh, miscommunication there between Grendon and Atwood, unfortunately. Going to bust some ankle or wrists that way. Side out point to the Spartans. Going to do our rotation again. Bring in Conley and Kessler. And Misha will be serving in this switch out. Floats one in there, covered by Brennan. Up by Grendon. Rear back and hit by Jessie Mailer. She gets that side out kill.
That's the sophomore. Now, I would assume they're sisters, but I'm sure if they're not, somebody's going to text me and let me know.
We learned yesterday there was three Barrows, and only 2 of them were sisters. Set. Hit by Ruckert, covered. Grendon up. Dink. And good for the kill. Right at that 10-foot line, right over the wall of the Spartans. Second serve for Mailer. 19-13 Spartans. Ball up by Hessel. Ball up by Kiesler. And I'm not sure. They might call that a carry because she went kind of like this. I think it was a carry.
No, they needed a little run here, and they've got it.
Back down by 5 now. Ball up by Hessel. Up by Kessler. Rear back row by Anderson's covered. Grendon. Mahler through the wall and good for the kill. Need to regroup here by the Spartans. Bearcats making it look easy right now.
And I was just going to say, that might be time for a timeout.
So we'll take a quick all. This is Stanwood Girls Volleyball on TCSNsports.com.
You're listening to Stanwood Spartan Sports on TCSNsports.com.
1 in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man, you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Stanwood Camino School District Board of Directors invites Stanwood Camino community to provide input about the personal attributes and qualities they'd like to see in the next district superintendent. The online survey can be found at stanwoodwednet.edu or paper copies available at the district offices. Surveys will be accepted until April 24th.
Mahler still serving. Ball up by Hessel. Kessler with the set. Rear back. Oh, and missed by Conley, unfortunately. 19-16, a little 4-point run, I believe, by the Bearcats here. Stanwood still with a 3-point lead. Service. Ball up by Hessel. Kessler with the set. Rear back by Ruckert. Diving save. Ball up. Hit by Mahler. Ball. Oh, and she's going to get the kill. Miscommunication on that back row by the Spartans.
Boy, just everything seems like going Monroe's way here in this run. I think it was like 18-10 at one point.
Big serve and out. Side out to your Spartans, boy. They needed that. The score is now 20-17. And Miss Floyd will be serving. She had a couple of good runs in serving last week. Deep serve. Ball up. Sets up Conley. Back over again. Set. Quick hit by Grendon and good for the side out. Claire Brennan serving, as Mr. Carlson said, for the Bearcats.
Carly Nigerman coming in for Floyd.
Service. Ball up by Hessel. Kessler with the set. Rear back. Nope, they're going to say a double hit on the set. We got dueling photographers tonight. I don't know if you folks can see that on the thing, but we have dueling photographers, one from the Herald and one, of course, from Stanwood Comedo. Ball up by Hessel. Kessler. Hit by Anderson through the wall, and they're able to get it up and over. Sets up Conley for a quick hit down. I don't know if you call that a block or if you call that a hit, but either way, it's a kill.
I'm going to call it a kill right there. Spartans really needed that. Now let's see if we can get Baylor Hessel to take us home here.
She had some nice serves in her last rotation. Service covered. Grendon up. And they not like Grendon's set, unfortunately. Got the stylish headband going on there. No love for that, though, right now. Second serve for Miss Hessel. Kill for Miss Hessel. I think that would be her third or fourth of the night.
That is her fourth ace of the night.
Wow.
And Monroe's going to take a timeout.
We'll take one, too. This is Stanwood Girls Volleyball on TCSNsports.com.
Neil Armstrong waited 6 hours and 39 minutes to step onto the surface of the moon. Jackie Robinson waited 20 months to play his first game with the Brooklyn Dodgers. And even DiCaprio had to wait 22 years to win an Oscar. You can wait until your destination. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Stanwood Spartan Cross Country Team has been placing painted rocks over on Iverson and Camino Beach trails. So if you're out there running or walking and you see a colored rocks, email stanwoodcrosscountry@yahoo.com, and Coach Sneva will set you up with a free Stanwood Spartan Cross Country t-shirt that are, they make a fashion statement.
They do. They do.
You need one.
Get a little exercise and get a little reward for that exercise. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Hessel serving for the, I believe, fourth turn. Deep serve covered by Brennan. Grendon. Dink. And kill by, can't quite see who that was. Middle blocker for them. That must be Krista Norton. Ball up by Nigerman. Set. And hit by Anderson for the kill. Wow. You see that and you say, wow, when it happens like that. Nice smooth swing and just a blast. Okay, who's going to take us home here? It's like Miss Hinken has a chance to finish off the Bearcats here in this first set. 24-20. Time for an opportunity for set point. Floater deep. Covered. Grendon up. Back row hit by Mahler. Up. Saved. Set by Hinken. Rear back by Anderson. Deep though. And side out to the Bearcats. They stay alive. Okay, the Spartans need a side out for the win. River Mailer serving for the Bearcats. Jump serve from that left center. Ball up by Hessel. Hinken with a set. Quick hit by Jones. Ball up by Hessel. Set. Dink by, oh no! I need to see a replay on that. I think we got cheated.
No home kicking tonight.
No way. Wow.
Spartans are going to take a timeout, so let's just keep it right here and say, hey, if you have an event, like say maybe a food drive or car wash, some kind of event, let us know and we'll talk about it. You can give us the who, what, where, and when. Email it to us at tcsn@frontier.com, and we'll be glad to talk about it during our game broadcasts.
As you've heard, we have already talked about Coach Sneva's event, and we also talked about the superintendent. So we will take any and all community events that you have.
Yeah, if it's a school event, let us know.
It's a food bake event, you name it. We're good. We'll listen to it. We'll talk about it. Happy to help.
And we will make it part of our broadcast.
Okay, the Bearcats stay alive with that last out hit by the Spartans. River Miller serving again for the Bearcats. Deep serve, ball up by Nijerman. Set by Hankin. River back by Anderson. This one is definitely out, no doubt about that one. Oops. There we go. 24-23 attempt to get to deuce. Service. And it's long. Side out to your Spartans. First set to your Spartans. 25-23. We'll take a quick timeout. This is Spartan Girls Volleyball on TCSNSports.com.
Steven.
Who said that?
Me, down here.
Ugh, what are you, a yellow booger?
I'm a banana slug, Steven.
What are you doing in my room?
I'm your sense of adventure. It's been a long time since we've had an adventure in the forest.
Mom took me to the forest last year.
I'm a slug, Steven. It took me a long time to get here.
You're right. I should get out.
Yeah, the forest is not that far away.
Hey, Mom!
Come to the forest where the more adventurous you lives. Check out discovertheforest.org for cool places nearby. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Completely ready to adopt a teen.
For late nights writing English papers.
For your teen's music taste.
For dinners, where they talk more on their phone than with you.
For the first time, they call you Mom.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen, and you can't imagine the reward.
To learn more about adopting a teen, visit adoptuskids.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
And welcome back to Stanwood Gymnasium, site of tonight's volleyball matchup between your Spartans and the Bearcats of Monroe. Perry, you got some stats there from the first set?
Yeah, we talked about, at least in my keys to the game, I talked about serving, and Spartans did a really good job serving that first game, led by Baylor Hessel with 4 aces. Henkin had 1, so 5 aces in that first set, and you just got to like it. Getting kills for Stanwood. Lily Jones had 2. Barrett Anderson had 3. Conley had 1. Duffy had 1. And Emma Floyd had 1. So Spartans spreading that ball around. That's what I like about this team. There's not just one heavy hitter that is going to be there that you can key against. Spartans can attack you from both, any side of the net.
And Coach has always said that she's had some incredible hitters since she's been coaching here, and some incredible record-setting hitters. And they've oftentimes have not had the complement. This team has probably 4 different hitters that can get you a kill at any time, really. And it's really exciting to be able to use that all 3 spots in that front net, and sometimes even that back row. So it really gives some options to Amundsen on how she talks her team into setting up against an opposing team. So the Spartans will be serving first in this second set.
And I'm just going to update our side here.
Did you already get yourself set over to the second set yet by chance?
I did. So we're good to go there. And
Miss Henkin will be serving first for the Spartans when we finally get everybody else set and rotated in. Obviously, second set, 0-0 is the score. Henkin serving for the first time in this second set. Deep floater, ball covered. Gendron up. Big hit by Mahler, or Norton, excuse me. Hit by Anderson, covered. Gendron with a set. It's again Norton with a dink. Oh, and she gets it again. They have been killers on that 10-foot dink. Really do a good job. Got some height there, too. See, Norton says she's 5'11". I can believe it. She looks all of 5'11" there. Service by Gendron. Ball up by... Oh, that was an ace by Miss Gendron. Boy, that ball just died. Barely made it over the 10-foot line. Went to the 12, probably about 12 feet. This one a little harder. Hessel has this one, though. Hankin set. Jones with a hit. Covered. Ball up. Gonna need a good free ball, and they get it. Hessel with a dig. Set. We're back by Duffy. And good for the kill. Side out to your Spartans. Floyd in for Nigerman.
Barrett Anderson coming to serve.
Little backspin on that with some heat, and there's no way they can handle that. I'm going to give her an ace, huh?
Yeah. That's one that, that's going to put bruises on the arms.
Another nice serve. That's covered this time. Brennan helps out, and they get a free ball over. Hessel with a dig. Hankin with a set. Quick hit by Lily Jones, and good for the kill. Hope I haven't got that one. That had some good different looks on that one. Nice set.
No, they're going to give that point to...
hitting into the net.
Yeah.
Bummer. Side out goes to the Bearcats. They lead now 3-2 in this second set. River Mater. Hessel. Ball up by Hankin. Rear back by Floyd. It's covered. Ball up by Gendron. Rear back by Mahler. Covered. Set by Hankin. Rear back by... That is Duffy. Cannot keep that ball alive on the block. Points to the Bearcats. Service from that right side. Ball up by Hessel. Hankin with a set. Rear back by Floyd. Through the wall. Covered. All up. And set up. Oh, set up and blocked by Duffy. Duffy was too nice on that. She needed to give that a little bit of a spank. Got rejected back into her, and she could not return that ball after it got back to her. 5-2 Bearcats.
Monroe with their biggest lead of the evening.
Deep serve covered by Hessel. Hankin with a set. Duffy with a hit, and good for the side out kill.
Now serving number 2, Lily Jones.
In comes Ruckert for Hessel. Service by Anderson, no good. Side out to the Bearcats, makes the score 6-3 Bearcats. Jump serve, ball up by Hessel. Hankin with a set. Rear back by Floyd. Off the wall and good for the side out kill. And Conley and Kessler coming in for Hankin and Floyd, I believe. No, not Floyd. Hit by Mahler and good for the kill.
Serving for Monroe, number 1, Addison Atwood.
Floater, ball up by Anderson. Kessler with the set. And unforced error, unfortunately. 8-4 Bearcats. Service by Atwood, second serve of this rotation. Ball up by Anderson. Kessler with a set. We're back by Conley. Long and just wide right.
Ooh, I thought that might have touched a hand, but no.
Nothing for the head judge, unfortunately. Atwood with his third serve. Up by Anderson. Kessler. Oh, tough Tough pass to try to get for Kessler. She could not bring that back over away from the net. 10-4 Bearcats. A little bit of a run right now. Oh.
I think we're one more point, and I bet you coach is going to call a timeout. Now the officials having a discussion.
So what's going on there? Nothing. Discussion that meant nothing, I guess.
Score stays the same. 10-4.
Service again by Atwood. This will be her fourth. Ball up by Hessel. Kessler up. Quick hit by Ruckert. Ball blocked, but back up again. Kessler, Hessel. Diving save. Grendon up. Mahler. The wall is there, though. Brennan's able to save it. And they're going to say that the Bearcats went into the net on the block. Right?
Yep.
Okay.
That's.
Well, I thought he was changing his. I thought he was changing his opinion there again. So on the side out, Floyd will be serving for your Spartans. The score 10-5 Bearcats here in this second set. Oh, unfortunately, an unforced error puts that ball right back into the Bearcats' hands. 11-5 Bearcats.
And I think we're going to see a timeout here. Nope, we're not.
Just seeing a rotation in and out.
Serving for Monroe, number 6, Jesse Baylor.
Dig by Hessel. Ball up by Kessler. Back row hit by Hessel, but a little too much on that. Jesse Miller serving the second time here. First, I think it's the first in this rotation, our first rotation though for her. Ball up. She dropped the little ball right on the 10-foot line. Caught, I think, Anderson by surprise there. That thing had just a little bit of backspin on it. 13-5 Bearcats. Ball up by Hessel. Kessler with a set. Rear back by Anderson. Down the line. Ball up. It's going to be a tough one to get, and they cannot get it. Going to make the side out. It's going to be 13-6 Stanwood. Going to get, in comes Jones. Hessel going to be serving for the Spartans.
Hessel had 4 aces in the first set.
Could
We
use
need
a few of those
right now, yeah.
Floater. And an ace just like that. Asking you shall receive.
She just took it. There's a big wide open space in the floor, and Hessel just put it right in there.
Covered this time. Grendon up. Miller with the big hit. Ball covered by Hessel. Ball up. And dink by Jones. Covered. Grendon. Back row hit by Brennan. Ball covered by Neiserman. Set by Kessler. Back down the side by Anderson. Kept alive though. And the Bearcats get it over. Up by Hessel. Kessler. Big hit by Jones. Covered by Brennan. Ball up. Back row hit. And it does not make it over. Hessel serving for the third time here. Or fourth time. Third time. Floater. Ball covered. Up. Grendon's going to have to go over with it. Ball up by Neiserman. Set by Kessler. Rear back by Anderson. And long. Side out to the Bearcats. 14-8. Need a couple more runs like that, though. Need to get that quick side out. Another run like that from the next server. Brennan serving for your Bearcats.
Yeah, there's a discussion. Officials talking with the Monroe captain, River Mailer.
I think she has a necklace on there, just getting that off.
Ah.
Been playing with that the whole time, no one saw it. I might have been her lucky necklace, too.
Yeah. She's not wearing it now.
Let's hope it was her lucky one then.
Yeah.
Well, that was better than a timeout. Brennan will be serving for the Bearcats again. 14-8 in this second set for the Bearcats. Service, ball up by Nijman. Kessler with a quick set. Ball blocked back at Lily Jones. She's not able to respond to it. Point to the Bearcats again.
Good wall play by the Monroe Bearcats that time.
Brennan serving for the third time in this rotation. Ball up by Nijman. Kessler hit by Hessel. Covered. Brennan up. Mailer with the dink. And good for the kill. They have been getting us with that little 9-foot kill or dink all night long. No answer by the Spartans right now.
And we have a timeout.
That's interesting. This is a quick timeout. This is Spartan Volleyball on TCSNsports.com.
These are the sounds of a dinner. A dinner that almost didn't happen. A dinner now served, thanks to people like you. Due to COVID-19, 17 million more Americans may face hunger. Feeding America is helping our neighbors in need. And if you're able, you can too. Donations are being accepted at feedingamerica.org/coronavirus. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
And welcome back, Stanwood High School. We have a full week for you next week of high school sports, starting with soccer on Tuesday. Stanwood taking on Glacier Peak. That's going to be a tough game. And then Thursday, volleyball, Stanwood takes on Jackson. And then Friday, Stanwood will take on Jackson as well. The football team will get on the board. That's not right. We've already had. That's not right there, because we already played Jackson once. I'm looking at my schedule, and I'm going to have to fix that. Let me, as we're talking. Bob, Spartans, they're going to have to really tighten up. Seems like we're getting a lot of errors.
They just can't get themselves rolling. They haven't had enough serving. You talked about this earlier, serving and the unforced errors right now, but they just can't seem to get themselves rolling. And right now, the Bearcats are doing everything right in this second set and pulling out to that 16-8 lead right now.
All right, so we are on Friday the 26th. We're taking on Kamiak High School in football.
There we go. We haven't played them in a long time.
We haven't. And, long time. I think we had a basketball game against Kamiak.
I noticed that Evan was saying that he feels that this game against Lakewood will be the first time we've played them in football ever. Looking through all the archives that he can look through, waiting for a response from somebody to correct them, and so far nobody has that I know of.
Yeah, and that game, if you want to watch the Stanwood Spartans on Friday, I think you have to go to the Lakewood High School website or go to type in their Lakewood High School in the YouTube address bar.
And you should get the right Lakewood. There's a couple of Lakewoods in Washington alone, so you got to make sure you get the right Lakewood.
We'd love to be there, but with the new COVID rules, they're only allowing us to do home games.
Maybe there'll be a change for the second season with these Phase 3 that we'll be able to see some more. So I know, especially with baseball, so many of the games are hard. You could have a week where you don't have any games at all, just the way the home games come. Brennan with a serve. Oh, and she gets the ace.
Boy, when it rains, it pours.
Nijman really felt like that was going to go out, but it just dropped right after it went over Nijman's head, just straight down. 17-8 Bearcats. Service, Nijman. Kessler, rear back by Anderson. And that is a beautiful right down that line and good for the side out kill. We sure needed that, didn't we?
Definitely. We're down by 8, and we need a big run here.
And we have just the server for that who has the potential to do that, and that is Miss Grace Hinken. She can get a rally going by herself. Floater and ace. That's the first step.
Don't necessarily have to get it all back in this shot. It would be nice, but we can cut that lead to half. It'd be nice.
Floater covered. Grendon, rear back by Mahler, through the wall, up by Hessel. Hankin with a set. We're back by Duffy. The wall's there, and they're unable to keep it. We're not going to give her the kill on that, but
good play by Duffy regardless.
Yes. 17-11 Bearcats. Service. Ball up by Brennan. Gendron. Quick hit by Norton into the net, and good for a point to your Spartans. 17-12. No, I need to change that. They just gave it to the wrong people. There we go. Hankin with her forced serve here. Drops it in 8 feet covered, though. Brennan up. Mahler with a dink, and the side out kill. Once again, that darn dink.
You know, when those are those kind of plays that when they work, you think, you know, tremendous. Spartans, but they're easy to stop.
Grandin up. Hessel. Hankin. Rear back by Duffy. Through the wall, and good for the side out kill.
3 kills for Duffy in this.
No, wait, they changed their mind.
What?
Just a second. Just a second.
Officials are talking it over. Please don't make me change it on the Statmaster 2000.
They don't know how hard it is. Oh, they are going to make you change it. And Gendron serving again. Deep serve. Ball up by Hessel. Hankin with a set. We're back by Duffy. The wall's there, but Hessel has it. Hankin. Quick one by Jones. For the kill.
And that one is...
that was a blister, and Gendron said, oh, my fingers.
That gives Duffy her 3rd kill of the set.
No, that was Jones, actually.
Oh, it was?
Yeah,
okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, I keep trying to... Sorry, Miss Duffy. Said Jones?
Yes, it was. Jump serve by Duffy. Good
Anderson.
for the ace. Or is that, no, that's Miss Barrett Anderson.
Yep.
Never mind, I'm sorry. And that's the ace for Miss Anderson.
That's 2 for her on this set.
19-14, finding a way to just kind of claw back. Another beautiful service, covered though. Ball over by Gendron. Ball up by Floyd. Set. Duffy gets the hit. Gendron. Mahler with a hit. Covered by Anderson. Set by Hankin. Rear back by Floyd. And they're going to say it was hit the wall and good for the point.
And that was Floyd who got that one.
Yeah, Floyd got that one. 19-15 Bearcats. Anderson serving again. Ooh, man. Once again, I like to see that replay.
Long, but not by much.
Need that chalk line check like they do for tennis, huh? River Mailer serving now for the Bearcats. 20-15. Up by Hessel. Ball up by Hankin. Floyd. Diving save. Getting in with a quick hit. And Norton gets the dink kill. 21-15.
Spartans need a stop. They got to figure out that dink. It's just
very aggressive at the net with their blocks, and it opens that up, unfortunately. But very aggressive and some quick hops on that front line. Big serve, covered, up by Hessel. Rear back by Floyd, covered by Gendron. Over by Brennan, hit by Mailer. Up, Hankin with the back set. Rear back by Duffy, cross court, and good for the kill. Boy, they needed that.
That was...
Duffy got that one that time. You might have already given her one, so you may not have to.
I keep trying to give her that 3rd kill, and it just never happens.
Jones with a little floater. Ooh, do we give her the ace on that?
Yeah, we will.
Little backspin on that. Went about 12 feet and just died.
Spartans starting to crawl back here.
21-17. Another service. Whoa, that one's a tough one. I don't know which way you go with that one.
I'm giving her one.
Okay. You have that power. It's all unofficial.
They're having a hard time handling her serve. She's changing the pace.
When she had that run with the 16 serve, she was doing the same thing. 21-18 Bearcats. Covered by Brennan. Gendron. Norton. Dink. Ball covered, though. No problem. Set by Hankin. Rear back by Duffy. Cross court. And they're going to say Duffy was into the net. No? No, they're going to say the Bearcats were into the net. My bust. Point to the Spartans. 21-19. So Duffy does get that kill. Service. Oh, another ace for Miss Jones. Boy.
That's 3 in this set, or 3 in this
rotation.
Rotation, yeah. Spartans only down by 1.
21-20. Chance for the tie. Deeper. Brennan. Gendron. Mailer. Walls there. Covered by Brennan. Gendron. Back set. Mailer. Ball up by Floyd. Ball. Duffy. The wall's there. Ball's kept alive by Ruckert. Quickly over by Duffy. Gendron. Mailer. Oh, saved. Up by Hankin. Floyd through the wall. Ball up. Ball up by Brennan. Mailer rears back through the wall. The wall blocks that. Dink and good kill by Mailer. Side out stops that run. 22-20 Bearcats. Krista Norton will be serving now. 22-20. Chance to bring the Bearcats home. Stanwood looking for a quick side out. Ball up by Hessel. Hankin with a set. Rear back by Ruckert, and she gets the side out kill. 22-21. And with that, we're going to get the double switch again. Kessler coming in to serve. In for Hankin, basically. And Duffy is taken out in charge of Conley. Misha with a quick one. Ball covered by Brennan, though. Back row hit by Mahler, up by Hessel. Kessler with a set. Dink. Ball blocked. Ball up and over by Floyd. Ball up. Gendron with a set. Melder with a dink, and it's out. Unforced error. Oh, they're going to say it was off the wall. Oofda.
Yeah.
23-21 Bearcats. Atwood. Addison Atwood will be serving for the Bearcats. 23-21. Deep serve. Ball up by Anderson. Up by Conley. And Hessel with it. Ball up. Mailer. Up by Floyd. Up by Kessler. Back row hit by Anderson. Covered. Ball up by Gendron. Mailer with the big hit through the wall, and good for the point for the Bearcats. Chance to take this set on the next serve. 24-21. Bearcats. Atwood for the chance to take the set. Ball up by Anderson. Kessler. Quick hit by Ruckert. Covered. Ball up by Nijern.
They didn't like the set.
They didn't like the set from the Bearcats. Point to the Spartans. Keeping their hopes alive. Side out gets the Bearcats to set. Stanwood has a chance. She needs 2 good serves to bring this to deuce. First serve. And unfortunately, a side out error and set to the Bearcats. Just the same way as the Spartans got their first set. This will tie it at 1-1 now after 2 sets. We're going to take a quick timeout. This is Spartan Volleyball on TCSNSports.com.
This year has been a very trying year for many in our community, including many of our sponsors. TCSN has decided to broadcast this abbreviated sports season commercial-free in order to give Spartan fans an opportunity to watch and listen to the games. Now, TCSN is a business, and it does take money from our advertisers to cover our cost of broadcast. But until we have a regular sports year, we are glad to webcast Stanwood Spartan Sports for you, the fans. We encourage you to visit our many sponsors who have supported us in the past, as well as all of our local businesses in and around our community.
The COVID vaccine is a critical tool to protect yourself and in the pandemic.
But you might have questions about its safety.
The same safety measures used for all vaccines were used for the COVID vaccine.
Tens of thousands participated in vaccine trials to prove it's safe.
Since then, millions of people of all races and ethnicities have gotten the vaccine and experienced only mild side effects.
I got the vaccine to protect myself, my family, and my patients.
When it's your turn, trust the facts. Get the vax.
And welcome back here to Stanwood High School. And we're all even, one set apiece, Bob.
Yeah, the Stanwood Spartans tried to battle back there. They gave the Bearcats a big lead, tried to battle back, but could not do it. Unfortunately, unforced error gave that final point to the Bearcats. They led that one 25-22, and now we're tied with one apiece. What are the Statmaster 2,000-point stats there for the second set, Perry?
Well, taking a look at what we have with kills, we had Lily Jones with 1, Barrett Anderson with 3, Nijman with 1, Conley with 1, Ruckert with 1, and Floyd with 1. And that looks like I'm looking at the wrong one here. Come to think, let's try it this way. That was the last game here. Set 2. Let's try it one more time. Lily Jones with 1, Anderson with 2, Ruckert with 1, Duffy had 3, Floyd had 2, and a little light on the scoring there. Spartans still not serving quite with what they had there, but they managed to have 7 aces, so I guess you can't complain about that.
That's why the hits are so light, unfortunately. A lot of side-out points and a lot of aces to make those points that we did have, so you don't get as many hits, unfortunately.
All right, we'd like to tell you, if you have an event, let us know about it. Give us the who, what, where, and when. Email it to tcsn@frontier.com. If it's something going on at the school, a food drive or car wash to raise money for Boy Scouts, or whatever you may have going, let us know. Again, the who, what, where, and when. Email it to tcsn@frontier.com, and we'll be glad to talk about it during our game broadcast.
Okay, the Bearcats will be serving first this time, and starting off for them will be Sydney Gendron. Getting ourselves all set up here to get the rotations right.
So, Bob, I'm going to ask you, Dinks have been killing the Spartans. What do you do if you're a coach to defend that?
I think they need to not have as many people on the wall and probably bring somebody back, but we'll have to wait and see what Miss Amundsen does. Quick hit by Jones, back up after the block. Hessel, Anderson, ball up. Gendron with a set. Norton with a big hit and killed by the Bearcats. I think you need to have only 2 people on the block and 1 person sitting back a little bit to kind of cut off those angles for those Dinks. 1-0 quickly by the Bearcats. This one's deep. Ball covered by Nijman. Ball up. We're back by Anderson. And good for the... I'm really having a hard time seeing that corner. I thought that was a kill, but no. I was wrong.
No, wait. Anderson, I'm going to give it the kill.
Okay.
I thought it was long. One ref said no, and the other one said yes.
Hankin, the right one said yes. Gendron, dink by Mahler. Ball is blocked, but unfortunately they're saying Anderson went into the net. Oh. And 2-1 Bearcats after that side out. This third set, ball covered by Hessel. Hankin with a set. Rear back by Duffy. Ball up. Gendron up. Mahler with a dink. Ball up by Floyd. Ball up. Anderson with a dink. Covered. Gendron up. Mahler with the big hit. Ball covered. Not covered by Miss Nijman. Came back here quick. She was trying to scoop that over, but could not get those arms back up in time. 3-1. Mahler serving again from that right center side. Oh, ace for Miss Mahler.
I think you're going to see Coach Edmondson calling a quick timeout if Monroe gets this lead up a little bit, one or two more.
Can't give him as many as we gave him last time, that's for certain.
Seemed like we were playing catch-up that whole second set.
Sometimes tried to bring a little bit off of that and too much off that into the net. Side out to your Spartans.
Serving is number 3, Barrett Anderson. In for the Spartans, number 6, Emma Floyd.
Floyd coming in for Nijerman, and Anderson will be serving for your Spartans. Still 4-2 Bearcats. Deep serve and long. Service to Norton for the Bearcats, 5-2. Oh, I'm sorry, that's actual Campbell Barrow. Excuse me. Deep serve covered by Anderson. Hankin with the set. Rear back by Duffy. Long. Long and left.
Spartans, I think, a little amped up here, putting a little bit too much in those kill shots and or serves.
Ball up by Hessel. Hankin with a set. Jones with a quick hit. Covered nicely by Gendron. Up by Mahler. Quickly over. Ball up by Anderson. Hankin with a set. Rear back by Floyd. Down the line and just to the left of the line, unfortunately. Trying to get it past that wall and keep it in, and just pulled it a little bit. A lot like my golf drive. Barrow with the third serve in this rotation. This ball, Hankin with a set. Quick hit by Jones, and good for the side out kill.
That was well placed, and I noticed she took a little bit off that. It wasn't the fastball that she does. I mean, she can hit.
Was a little bit behind her. She smartly tried to keep it down and not try to go through with where the ball was. Jones serving. Ball. Gendron. Mahler. Dug nicely by Anderson. No, not nicely. Good form, unfortunately. Must have had some good spin on it. Atwood will be serving for the Bearcats. It's 8-3. We talked about this before. We don't want to give them too much more of a lead. They need to get a side out here. Ball up by Anderson. Hankin with a set. Quickly hit by Ruckert. Ball up. Set. Mahler. Up by Hessel. Hankin with a set. Rear back by Floyd. Through the wall. Ball covered. Gendron. Oh, miscommunication on who was going to have that, unfortunately. And on the side out, we're going to get the double switch. No, just a single switch.
Jolene Hendrickson coming in
for Duffy.
Hendrickson getting her first opportunity to serve.
Jump serve from that right side. Drops it down. That's going to give her an ace.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
That was nasty. Little side spin on that. That dropped right there at the 10-foot line. Brennan was there, she thought, but could not handle the spin. Pick on her again. Up by Grendon. Mahler. Ball up by, who's that? Hendrickson.
Oh.
Just a miss hit into the net. Side out to the Bearcats gives them a 9-5 lead here in this third set. One set apiece so far for the two teams. Jesse Mailer up by Hazel. Hankin with a set. We're back by Floyd. Oh, diving pancake save. Set up Ruckert. She gets it. Oh, but it's covered. Mailer with a dink. Wall's there for that one. Ball up by Hankin. Ball up by Ruckert. And a dink by Floyd. Gendron quickly goes over on the second. Doesn't fuel anybody. Hankin up. Rear back by Floyd. Through the wall. And I'm going to say that's going to be a kill. Abusing that wall on that one by Miss Floyd. Nijerman in for Miss Floyd.
She's capable of stringing 3 or 4 serves together here.
Floater deep. It's covered. Ball up by Gendron. Rear back by Mailer. Down that left-hand side and good for the side-out kill. 10-6 Bearcats in this third set. Just exchanging side-outs right now. Claire Brennan serving for the Bearcats from that left center. Ball up by Hendrickson. Hessel. Gendron. Barrow. Ball up by Hendrickson again. Second hit over there by Anderson. Set. Rear back by Muller. Ball covered by Hendrickson. Hankin. Nobody was ready for that one, unfortunately. And side out. No, point to the Bearcats.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there. I think a nice set, but nobody there to pick it up.
Floater. Ball up by Hendrickson. Hankin. Rear back by Ruckert. And she gets the kill. That was just an athletic play. That set was not the best. Hankin would say that was not the best, and Ruckert found a way to put a little mustard on that one.
She's got that 5'11" height and good hops. She got to it.
Okay, we rotate out. In comes Jones. Out goes Ruckert. Deep serve by Hessel. Second hit up, saved by. Ball up. Mahler with a hit through the wall. Saved by Nijman, but not high enough for anybody to get to. That'll be side out to the Bearcats. Gendron serving for the Bearcats. It'll be 12-7 Bearcats in this third set. Deep serve covered. Ball up by Hankin. Hessel with a deep shot over, covered. Gendron. Dink. The ball gets to the dink, but that took everybody out of play there, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's been the play for the Monroe Bearcats. It has been money.
13-7 Bearcats in this third set. Deep serve. Ball up by Anderson. Up by Hankin. Jones with a hit. Miss hit, unfortunately.
This is not where the Spartans wanted to be, down by 7.
14-7 in this third set. Deep serve. Ball up by Nijman. Ball up by Hankin. Back row hit by Hessel. Covered. Gendron. Mahler. Dinks. And can't get the pancake. Attempt by Hendrickson for the pancake. Shouldn't get there. (15-7). Third service for Atwood, I believe. Ball up. Tough pass for Hankin to get to. Could not get to it, unfortunately. Not sure you give an ace to that. You might give an ace to that.
I would, if it was a Spartan serving, I would have given it an ace. So I got to give it to the young lady there.
Up by Hessel. Gonna need some help. Anderson gets it over for the free hit. Gendron. Barrow. Ball up by Hendrickson. Hankin. Rear back by Anderson. Cross court covered by Brennan. Gendron. Mahler rears back through the wall. Save. Not off the net though.
Spartans down by 10.
Floater that tries to sneak in a floater about 4 feet, hits the net instead. In comes Duffy, out goes Hendrickson. Hankin serving. Deep floater, covered. Hendon, back row hit by Brennan. Up by Nijman. Hankin with a set, rear back by Duffy. Little high on that one, did not snap through. Side out to the Bearcats. Serving will be Rivermiller. And score is 18-8 here in the third set. Deep serve. Side out to your Spartans. Makes the score 18-9 Bearcats.
So Spartans need a good run right here.
Ooh, big hit. Sets up Lily Jones for the easy block kill.
Baird has got maybe the hardest serve of the Spartans.
That'll be a little left though, unfortunately. Had that been on target, it would have been in, but just a little left. On the side out, it's 19-10 Bearcats in this third set. Covered by Floyd, by Hankin. Duffy with a hit, covered. Ball up. Back row hit by Mahler. Ball up by Hessel. Hankin. Quick hit by Jones, and good for the kill. Out goes, in this switch out goes Hessel, in comes Ruckert. Very offensive lineup right now. Jones up. Gendron tries to do a quick little, I don't know if that wouldn't have been a carry if it even gone over, but.
Okay, we need to get about half of this back, if not more.
Floater, ball up. Gendron. Mahler rears back. The wall is there and blocks it down. Nice job by Ruckert and Duffy. (19-13) Bearcats. Floater covered. Gendron. Atwood. Ball up. Ball up by Hankin. Back row hit by Anderson. Covered. Bad pass, blocked by Ruckert, I believe. Timeout, Bearcats. We'll take a timeout also. This is Spartan Volleyball on TCSNSports.com.
Hi, this is Ozzy Osbourne. For many years, you know I've had a drink problem, and I'm trying to battle that problem every single day. But one thing I don't do, I don't drive my car when I'm drinking. I get someone to drive me. Do not drink and drive. It's the stupidest thing. If you drink, just don't drive. Not only are you going to hurt yourself, you may hurt some other person, and you wouldn't want that on your conscience, would you?
A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
And welcome back here to Bob Larson's team. Stanwood High School, the brand new gym.
Is this the Bob Crawford Gymnasium?
Yeah, there we go. I we contributed a little bit to the Booster Club, but not that much.
Probably not enough, huh?
No.
Oh, well.
Put it a little short. Well, Spartans have cut that lead to 5. Lily Jones serving. And if they're going to get close, they need to keep this run going here.
Lily serving from that center. Floater, deep for her. Gendron up. Mahler with a hit. And, she had the kill, but unfortunately, or that's Atwood. She had the kill, but unfortunately, she went across the line there. Ended up on the Spartan side. Point to the Spartans.
This will be the 4th serve for Lily Jones.
Floater, covered. Gendron. Mahler up. Ball up by Hankin. Rear back by Floyd. Through the wall. Save. Quickly hit up. Ball saved by Duffy. Up by Hankin. Oh, and sends Floyd into the net, unfortunately. And that was a nice little run by Jones. In comes Hessel for defensive purposes. And out goes Jones. Atwood serving for the Bearcats. It is 20-15. Ball by Floyd. Up by Hankin. Rear back and dink by Duffy. Side out to the Spartans. 2016 Bearcats in this third set. Hendrickson back in. See if she can get a little run going. I think she had a couple serves last time, it seemed like.
She had an ace.
Serving from that far left-hand side. Little backspin covered by Brennan. Up by Gendron. Back row hit by Atwood. Ball up. Hankin with a set. Hits. Oh, unfortunately into the net by Hendrickson. Side out to the Bearcats. Jesse Mailer will be serving. 21-16. Bearcats. Deep one. Ball covered by Anderson. Up by Hankin. Rear back by and dink by Floyd. Set by Gendron. Dink. The ball's there. The block's there. Ball's up. And Ruckert with a nice little third hit. Ball up by Gendron. Mailer. Deep. covered by Hessel. Up by Anderson, rear back by Floyd, covered. Gendron. And Barrow into the net. Side out, Spartans.
Carly Nigerman.
We haven't had her see too many this year. Last year, she had a lot of runs. Nice serve there, though. Gendron. Oh, they don't like that second pass by Gendron. Point to your Spartans, 21-18, inching ever so closer. Deep serve. Ace by Miss Nigerman. Atwood thought she had that and just a little too much knuckle on that one. 21-19 Bearcats. Deep serve, covered. Gendron. Block, so they get another free shot at it. Up by Brennan. Hendricks. Big hit by Ruckert, and it's covered. Brennan comes back over. Up at Nigerman. Henkin. Rear back by Anderson. With a kill. Oof. When that swing is on, it is just devastating. 21-20.
What was an 8-point lead, now cut to 1.
Stanwood inching ever so closer. Nigerman serving, I believe, for the 4th time. Floater covered by Brennan. Up by Gendron. Back row into the nets. 21-21. Stanwood has a chance to take the lead for the first time in 2 sets. Floater covered by Brennan. Gendron, rear back by Mahler. Ball up by Henriksen. Set by Hankin, rear back by Anderson for the dink. Gives the Bearcats a little taste of their own medicine. 22-21, first lead of the 3rd set for your Spartans. First lead in 2 sets for your Spartans. Floater covered by Brennan. Gendron. Mahler with a big hit. The wall's there, but they cannot stop the swing by Miss Mahler. 22-22 on the side out. Claire Brennan serving for the Bearcats now. Service. Ball up by Anderson. Or Henriksen, excuse me. Anderson. Down. Ball up. They need some help. Got it. Ruckert. Hankin. Ruckert. Oh, covered by Brennan. Sets up Ruckert for the kill. That was a big hit by Ruckert. Brennan did a good job of getting a hold of that, but all she did was set up Miss Ruckert again. On the side out, it makes it 23-22. Baylor Hessel serving. She's had a couple of good rotations in this match so far. Floater, covered. Gendron. Dink. Ball up by Hankin. Ball up by Nigerman, excuse me. Brennan. Gendron. Mahler. Ball up by Hessel. Hankin. Rear back by Anderson. Just long. Oh, side out to the Bearcats. 23-23. Jump serve from the left center up by Henriksen. Hankin. Rear back by Hessel. Through the line and good for the side out kill. Spartans take the lead, 24-23. Gonna get a switch. Out comes Henriksen, in comes Duffy.
And we got a timeout. We're going to take a break. This is Spartan Volleyball on TCSNSports.com.
Elton John, audition, take 1.
My name is Elton John.
Cut there. Little less showbiz, Elton.
My name is Elton John.
Bit more showbiz.
My name is Elton John.
Let's go for your Michael Caine impression. Just let's see what it's like.
My name is Elton John.
Beautiful. Cut there.
The more people in society that get vaccinated, the more chance there is of eradicating the national COVID pandemic. It's really important to know that the vaccines have all been through and met the necessary safety and quality standards.
So this is the bit where you're going to have the vaccine now, Elton. So
Right.
just kind of pretend that you're having the vaccine from a nurse.
Oh.
What was that, Elton?
That was me acting.
Okay, let's cut there.
And as you can see, I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow.
And welcome back to Stanwood Gymnasium. 24-23 here in this third set. Floater, dug, and out, and that will give the set to the Spartans. They came from behind. I think Perry said at one point we were down by 8, found a way to come back. Lily Jones had a big part of that too, I believe.
Actually, we're down by 10 on that set.
Well, they were down by 10. Wow, holy cow. So, we'll kick another quick timeout. I know we just had one, but we'll take another quick timeout. This is Spartan Volleyball on TCSNsports.com.
This year has been a very trying year for many in our community, including many of our sponsors. TCSN has decided to broadcast this abbreviated sports season commercial-free in order to give Spartan fans an opportunity to watch and listen to the games. Now, TCSN is a business, and it does take money from our advertisers to cover our cost to broadcast. But until we have a regular sports year, we are glad to webcast Stanwood Spartan Sports for you, the fans. We encourage you to visit our many sponsors who have supported us in the past, as well as all of our local businesses in and around our community.
Papa, can we telegraph while riding a horse? Son, there ain't no one to blame but Jeffro. He was riding old Betsy the Stallion, tip-tapping away at his telegraph, when blam, ran right into the side of the saloon. Well, if Jeffro can't do it, neither should you. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Stanwood Spartan Sports on TCSNSports.com.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn. But that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
When you want to find out about all the events.
And welcome back to Stanwood Gymnasium. We're just finishing up our third set. Stanwood took that third set after being behind by at least 10 at one point. Took this third set 25-23. It's been a hard-fought match so far by both teams. Perry, what do you have for the I had you set up, and probably you weren't used to it, but I had
you did. I moved it away. Let's quickly go through. Spartans win that one 25-23. With kills, Lily Jones had 3. Barrett Anderson had 3. Hessel had 1. Ruckert with 3. Duffy with 1. And Floyd with 1. Serving, Spartans had 2 aces on that set. And, boy, they could have folded down by 10. I thought could be trouble for the Spartans, but they did what they needed to do to get back into it.
Just kind of battled back a little bit at a time. Lily Jones had a good run there, but it just kind of took 3 and 4 points at a time, quick side outs. When they did lose their side out, they got a quick side out, never giving it. Once they gave that big lead, they never gave back any more big runs, thankfully. And that's how you do it. You would love to be able to get it all in one chunk, but it rarely happens that way.
And we're ready to go.
Spartans should be serving first here. With a chance to win this, but I kind of got a feeling this might be going to 5.
I was asking you during one of our breaks if your voice is ready for a 5-set match.
I haven't trained for a 5-set match yet. Not a long enough spring training for that.
I know we started off our broadcast season doing a volleyball game a couple of weeks ago, and I was thinking, boy, I was glad it went 3.
Hankin with a deep serve. Ball kept alive by the Bearcats. They get it over. Up by Jones. Hankin with a set. We're back by Anderson. Down the line, but just wide left. That line must snake into the right or something. I don't know. We were having a hard time on that corner there.
1-0 Bearcats.
And Gendron will be serving for the Bearcats. First time this set. Ball up by Nijman. Set by Hankin. Rear back by Duffy. A little bit high on that snap. 2-0 Bearcats. And that's going to be out. That was looking good for a moment. Then it just kind of took a little right turn collide.
She's got a knuckleball, that young lady, when she serves. And
so on the side out, it's 2-1 Bearcats. Barrett Anderson serving for your Spartans. Jump serve, covered. Gendron, Mahler. The wall is there this time. Ball flipped back over to set up Lily Jones. Covered. Ball up by Gendron. Over by Atwood, Anderson, Hankin, Lily Jones through the wall and good for the kill.
I'd like to see Spartans go out to a lead here and make this an easy one.
Well, it would be nice. It'd be different, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Anderson. Diving save, Gendron. Atwood. Ball up by Hankin. Ball up by Hessel. Rear back by Duffy. Cross court covered. No, it wasn't. We'll give Duffy the kill on that one.
Is this the third or fourth? This could be the third
just
serve.
The third serve for her.
Okay.
For Miss Anderson. Deep serve, but no. And ace.
Got lucky on that one. Hit it hard enough, and
teammates telling her no, 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 and the competitive juices of Mahler says yes, 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 and no good. Little blistering pace when it's that high like that. And a second ace in a row for Miss Anderson.
She hits it hard, and sometimes it gets that odd spin, and it gets a little bit of a wiggle to it.
Oh, she knew she's been hitting those a little bit high, though, so she tried to bring it down just a touch, unfortunately, it looks like, and just hit that top nap. On the side out, it's 5-3 Spartans. River Mailers serving. Hessel, Hankin, rear back by Floyd. And she gets the kill. Gendron just had a little space out there. She shook her head. She knows she did. She said, how about if I just take 1.5 step over? I'd be right there. It happens. It happens.
Lily Jones coming in.
Floater. Diving save by Brennan. Up. They get it over. Saved by Floyd. Up by Hankin. Rear back by Anderson. Covered. Regalado. Sets up. Covered though. Back up again. And that's going to be far left. Regalado's coming in to be the setter.
Lily Jones kind of hit a soft one for first serve here. Let's see if she
kind of her forte.
See what she does here. If she changes it up a little
7-3
bit.
Spartans here right now. Covered by Brennan. Regalado. Mahler up by Anderson. Hankin. Rear back by Duffy. Covered. All up by Regalado. Dink over. Up by Anderson. Hankin. Sets up Floyd. Covered. Regalado. Back row hit by Mahler. And it is good for a kill. Got caught up in that wall.
Seven 4 our score.
Norton serving for the Bearcats. 7-4 Stanwood, even after that side out point. Into the net, unforced error. 8-4 on that side out. In comes Henriksen for Duffy.
She had an ace last set.
Little backspin covered up by Brennan. Over by Mahler. Ball up by Henriksen. Quick second hit by Hankin. Sneaky. Almost worked Brennan over. Up by Henriksen. Hankin. Oof.
She
Wet
shakes her head.
fingers.
She knew it was not going to go.
Those fingers don't like to go backwards like that. Unfortunately, they do every now and then. Atwood serving for the Bearcats on the side out. The score is 8-5 Stanwood. Stanwood leads this 2-1. Deep serve, ball up by Hessel. Hankin. Ruckert. Into the wall. Point to the Bearcats. Atwood serving second time this rotation. Up by Hessel. Up by Hankin. We're back by Floyd. Down the line and good. Two different hands couldn't stop that for that kill. On that side out, it's 9-6 Spartans. Nijman coming in for Floyd. Nijman had a good little run last set. Floater, Brendan. Grendon. Nobody there. Nobody home.
Boy, volleyball seems to be one of those games where that momentum can swing and shift. And it seemed for a while that Stanwood couldn't do anything right or the ball wouldn't go right. And now it's happening to Monroe.
Set by Hankin. Luker with the hit. She mishit that, but she had such a big swing, it ended up being a swing and dink, and it worked out perfect for Ruckert. 10-6. A little bit of a run here for Miss Nijman, the kind of run you like to have. Deep serve, covered. Up by Grendon. Up by Mahler, ball up. Hankin, Ruckert, through the wall. Grendon. Back row hit by Mahler. They do not like Grendon's second hit. (11-6). Nijman fifth serve, fourth serve.
This is Peter fourth.
Floater comes in. Ball up. Covered by Nijman. Up. Hit by Anderson. And good for the kill. We'll give her the kill on that one.
And, you know, I see as this now our third volleyball game, she's starting to change that pace on that hit. And she took a little bit off it, and it befuddled the Monroe Bearcats. But
backspin got Nijman that time. 13-7.
Good serve rotation for Nijman.
Yeah, nice run there for her. I think Coach Amundsen would take everybody to have a four-point run every time. Nothing wrong with that. Mahler with the serve. Ball up by Hessel. Ball up by Nijman. Ball over by Hankin. Got a new player there. I got to find out their name. It's going to be Jordan Land with the set there. Going to rotate back around. Out goes Ruckert. In comes Jones. And Baylor Hessel will be serving for your Spartans. Big serve covered. Land. Brennan. And that's out. Brennan with just a little too much oompa there on that side one. Monroe's going to take a timeout, so will we. This is Spartan Girls Volleyball on TCSNsports.com.
Affect you where you live, the source to go to, the Stanwood Camino News. Check out the weekly edition every Tuesday. For the latest breaking news, sports, and weather, go to Stanwood Camino News website, scnews.com, online 24/7. So for the news that affects you where you live, go to scnews.com and the weekly Stanwood Camino News.
And I'd like to tell you, if you have an event, let us know about it. Give us the who, what, where, and when, and email it to tcsn@frontier.com like Coach Sneva did with the cross-country team. The cross-country teams placed painted rocks all over Iverson and Camino Beach Trails. And you can find one of those cool painted rocks. Email stanwoodcrosscountry@yahoo.com. And Coach Neva will set you up with a free cross-country T-shirt.
And then that cross-country is XC, by the way. When you say Stanwood, XC at yahoo.com. So to score 15-7 here in this fourth set for Stanwood. Land with the set. Ball over by Mahler, but it's going to be wide left. 16-7. Hessel serving for the third time, I believe, in this rotation. Ball up. Lands. And that's going to be out. Tough pass from Mahler, I believe that was.
It's going to be the fourth set or serve for Hessel.
Service. Up by Land. Ooh, that was a tough set. Groaning from the Spartans. And nice kill by Jones.
That'll be the fifth serve for Baylor Hessel.
18-7 here in this fourth set. Stanwood taking 11-point lead. Covered by Brennan. Land. This time they're not going to give Land that. She's got real soft wrists. Hard to tell if she's pushing that, catching it too much. Gives you good control, but there's that fine point when you're catching it too much. And
yeah. And we've seen that different referees call that differently.
Yep. Hessel up. Gendron tries to put it over, but Jones is there for the block and the kill. 22-7 in this fourth set. So far, these sets have been so momentum driven by each team that they've been some interesting sets. Big serve covered by Brennan. Gendron. Big hit by Mahler down the left-hand side, but it's out of bounds on the left-hand side. Ooh, Monroe fans are calling for an instant replay on that.
This will be Baylor's seventh serve.
Jamie Sabo's in? Is that what I just heard? Yes, she is. Nice serve covered by Brennan. Gendron. Rear back by Mailer. Through the wall. Ball out by Hessel. Hankin with a quick second hit. It's covered by a diving Bearcat. Hankin. Set. Jones. Wall's there. Side out to the Bearcats. Boy, did they need that.
Good run. That was 7 serves for Baylor Hessel.
I was going to say it was a good little run for him. 21-8. Gendron's going to, nope. Bennett with that jump serve. Hessel up by Jones. Hit by Anderson. Covered. Up. Going to need a free ball over, and it is over. Up by Sabo. Set by Hankin. Anderson with a dink. Oh, and she gets a late footer. Gives the Bearcats another piece of their payback there, because the Bearcats, gosh, I don't know how many. Easily averaging 5 or 6 points a match easily on the dinks. Hankin. Service. Tough pass. Boy, do you give an ace? That's a tough one. That just might be a bad pass there, unfortunately. 23-8. Deep covered. Gendron. Quick hit. Wall was there.
Lily
Nicely
Jones.
done by Lily Jones for the block. Wow. Nice job, Lily. Okay, a chance for set and match by Miss Hankin. I thought it was going to go 5. Still doable, but it'd be a long road to hoe for the Bearcats. Floater, ball up. Gendron, Mahler, big hit and side out. Mahler's doing her part, 24-9. Spartans want to win this match and set and match. They're going to have to get a side out. Atwood coming in for Relegado.
Monroe's going to have to be perfect.
Gendron serving for the Bearcats. No pressure. She just needs 15 straight points. And that is not going to happen. Side out to the Spartans. Spartans get the set and the match. And that is it. We will kick a quick timeout. This is Spartan Girl Volleyball on TCSNSports.com.
I'm probably okay to have one more drink before I drive home. I'm probably okay. I open the window to stay alert. Probably okay. I just popped some gum in my mouth.
Step out of the car, please.
I probably made a mistake.
Probably okay isn't okay when it comes to drinking and driving. If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. A message brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Hi everyone, Al Roker here. As a guy with his own catchphrase, I appreciate that Smokey's only said,
"Only you can prevent wildfires."
But I'm filling in because there's a lot more to report. Like when there are parched or windy conditions out there, you gotta be extra careful with things like burning yard waste. After all, wildfires can start anywhere, even in your neck of the woods. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
And welcome back to Stanwood Gymnasium, where your Spartans have just taken care of the Bearcats 3-1. I would have swore this thing was going to go to 5 sets the way they were battling in that second and third set. And then Spartans come back in that third set, win that one, and then, of course, win the fourth set and take it 3-1.
Yeah, it was a big shift in that third set. Spartans down by 10, and they crawled back and actually came away with the win. And I think that kind of just
and when they
demoralized Monroe.
When they did